Good evening, everyone! Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I am your host, your YouTube messiah, and often imitate, never duplicated superstar, Tim Vicious, and gonna go over Raw was in Phoenix, Arizona, the quote-unquote season premiere. Now, before we get into that, some little things here and there I want to address real quick. One being, this is a big week for wrestling wise. As of the time of this recording, it's Monday, September 30th, and you know, this is a very monumental week wrestling wise, because Wednesday NXT premieres on primetime cable television, full 2 hours. AEW is going to premiere their live television program, and them two are going to be going back and forth with each other. Now, whether it's AEW's intention to go head-to-head and make a Wednesday night war, I don't know, or if they're just doing it on Wednesday to just try and generate just try and generate hype, so that way then as they build up hype they can say, oh hey, yeah, we're going to switch on to this day. You know, I mean, it could be that, you know, but other than that, also SmackDown Live is moving to Fridays. Now, I know in the past we here on the show have tried to do a SmackDown Rewind segment as much as possible, but production and my lovely creative team, you know, Ed and Wade and such lovable little assholes that they are, tend to not want to make notes for it. Thanks, guys. But rest assured, we're gonna try and catch up as much as we can on SmackDown, especially now that they're doing the draft again and they're going to be brand exclusives. So, that said, Monday Night Raw, it started out, it's got a whole new opening scene. They brought back the pyro, which made all the pyro marks flip out. Honestly, I can live with or without it. It don't matter to me either way, you know. But, I mean, two of my favorite entrances in pro wrestling when I was a kid, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H, after he left DX and he started doing his own thing solo as the Game. Doing that. You know, he didn't have pyro. Neither of them did, but whatever. You know, some people are fickle like that and want the fucking pyro. Okay, go ahead, boo. Yeah. Also got new announce team. Vic Joseph is on Monday Night Raw. Absolutely love that. We got Dio, also way cool. And Jerry the fucking King Lawler. Just when you thought we were getting good. Yeah, Jerry Lawler, either way. We got that. Honestly, and I'm really excited for all this. This is a big week, you know. Not only that, NWA announced that their premiere show is going to be debuting soon. You know, their show is going to be called NWA Power, and I could be wrong, and if I am, by all means, feel free to say something on it down below. That their show is going to be available to stream on YouTube as well as their own website. I don't know if they got any kind of site streaming deals set up yet, like with Fight or whatever, but hopefully they do, because if they can get a deal with Fight TV, I think that'd probably be the best thing for them, because you think about it, a lot of promotions have their shows on Fight TV. Capital Wrestling, Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, Hollywood Pro, Ring of Honor, MLW, Those are just 5 that I can think of off the top of my head. You know? Just, so, hopefully that they can. Either way, now, that said, let's get into the show. Raw, Phoenix, it starts out. Rey Mysterio, he comes out, he's hyping up his match later on tonight with Seth Rollins, saying, his son Dominic sitting out in the front row saying, Dominic, this is all you. You inspired me to do this. You helped me get back up and move. So all of this is your doing, bud. Thank you. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate that jacket Rey had from his infamous match with him versus Eddie Guerrero at a Halloween Havoc 97. Oh dear God, that was a fucking classic. But either way, as Rey's doing that, next thing you know, boom, out comes hit the music, and out comes Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar comes down. Heyman gets the mic. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is, and Rey just snatches the mic off of him, and then Brock just beats the shit out of Rey, hits him with a couple F5s, and then just goes and stares at, gives his kid Dominic a death stare. Next thing you know, climbs out the ring, gets right in his face, throws him over, suplexes him like crazy, and then starts beating the shit out of Rey some more. Okay, I know some people were saying the whole time on this, you know, me personally, I was doing jokes like JR, like, my God, this guy's my witness, he is broken in half, he's dead. I was doing them jokes, but a lot of people were sitting there scratching their heads like, well, why are you doing that? What's the payoff on that? Okay, here it is. Kofi, he's a family man, very much so like Rey Mysterio is. Kofi's match is this Friday. Now, for all intents and purposes, Kofi's kids are about the 5 to 13 year age range. I don't know the specifics and I don't want to know. It's his personal life. You know, I'm just basing off of what I've seen from TV. You can't do that kind of shit to them kids. But Dominic's a full-grown adult. He's done training. He went through Lance Storm's training school, wrestling school. So, you can have him go in there, take a couple bumps, take some shots from Brock, and then next thing you know, later on they wind up having it. Paul Heyman explains, Brock is in fight mode. What he did to Rey is what he is going to be inflicted tenfold onto Kofi Kingston. So there you go, that was the payoff. You know? Real easy, real simple to figure out right off bat if you know what to look for. I mean, now, real quick also, one note, do want to address, wasn't mentioned, I meant to mention it at the beginning of the show, I didn't, but later in the show they did a talk show segment with Miz TV, Flair and Hogan, you know, squawking at each other, and really, I could just see WWE Studios making their own version of Grumpy Old Men with Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. I could just picture it now. Gustafson, you dickhead brother! Yeah, just something like that. But, yeah, them two were squawking back and forth at each other, and next thing you know, Miz got in the middle saying, alright, you know what? At Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, which is going to be on Halloween, October 31st, they're going to have a 5-man tag team. Team Flair, Team Hogan. Next thing you know, Hogan, he calls out his team captain, who is Seth Rollins, which, again, makes sense since you're not going to have a title match there. You know, have your champion be there, but you don't have to have him be in a title defending situation. So, next thing you know, Ric Flair's team captain comes out and introduces himself. It's Randy. Randy winds up saying, Randy and Randy and Seth look like they're getting ready to go and square at it just as they are. Corbin comes down and then them two get a 2-on-1 beatdown. Start to do a 2-on-1 beatdown. And then out of nowhere comes Rusev. He clears house. Afterwards, Rusev does an interview and says, I was the only one man enough to step up and defend the champion. So since Brock Lesnar took Ray out, Seth, you said you want an opponent. I'm right here. I'm calling you out. I want to challenge you for that title tonight. And that comes to be, so we'll get to that as we go. Now, after that beatdown, now we get to the first match of the night. Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss. Whew. Oh, good God. Needed to start getting them heart pills early for this one. Now, right after they came out, next thing you know, boom, Becky Lynch came out, and people went nuts because Becky Lynch got the smoke again, which, I'm not going to lie, that was kind of cool to see. But, you know, she wound up getting up on the commentary table, calling out Sasha, taping up her hands the whole time while she's doing it, like, damn, this bitch really ain't playing. She's ready to go. But yeah, as far as between Sasha and Alexa goes, it was kind of for a match, but it was quick. It was meant to be one of those kind of matches that feed into the bigger picture, in the sense that, you know, Sasha was leading the match really, and the match came to an end when, just as Bliss was building up a comeback, Sasha was on the ground like, oh, wait, look, Bayley, come on now, Bayley, come on. Next thing you know, Alexa gets distracted, and then Sasha, boom, kicks Alexa Bliss right at the knee, takes her down, and then goes, hooks a pin, 1, 2, 3, that's it. After that, yeah. So, yeah. Next up now we got tag action between, well, actually I should say, after that happened, Becky came down, stormed down, them two had a little bit of a tussle. Becky cut a promo saying on how at the cell she's going to beat the floor with her. So yeah. Now we come to tag title action. Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler against Heavy Machinery, and I freaking love this match, man. This was awesome right here. You know, now Heavy Machinery, they were leading into the break. Tucker Knight wound up becoming the punching bag, the team punching bag after the break, though. But I know I say this every episode I talk about Heavy Machinery, but man, you cannot sleep on Tucker Knight. That guy is just got so much talent. Man, I keep getting impressed more and more every time I see him in the damn ring. One of these days, it's wow. If and when they ever put him in singles, man, he is gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot to the moon, no doubt on it. Now, not to say, and that's not to take anything away from Otis, because Otis, man, Otis is going to definitely go, Otis is definitely going to sell, and he's definitely going to fly, man, hands down, because the crowd loves him, the crowd eats him up, he's a very entertaining character, there's no doubt on that. Otis is fucking great. Otis, he got the hot tag, started cleaning the house, and set Roode and Ziggler up for the Caterpillar, and yeah, it was yeah. Now the match wound up coming to an end when eventually Tucker Knight, he was in, he got the hot tag just as they were about to go and hit the compactor. Ziggler came in, hit Knight with a super kick, and then took out Otis, and then he hit Knight with another super kick, and then Ziggler, or then Roode, boom, hit the DDT, 1, 2, 3, that was it. So your winners and still tag champs, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Now we go to the next now we go to another round of tag action. Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders, against Luke, the Good Brothers themselves, Luke Gallows, Karl Anderson, and you know, I still may be in the minority on here. I'm pretty sure I'm not in the minority. I know I've mentioned it last week, but if and when WWE's podcast network starts up, Man, I really hope that they bring back, that they let Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows bring Talking Shop back, because hands down, Luke Gallows is hands down one of the funniest men on the planet. You no lie on that. You let him roll, if you let him off the leash, man, that guy freaking can freaking go as far as humor. He'll make you laugh your ass off non-stop. Now, as far as this match, the Raiders, they were leading at the start. Eric wound up being the punching bag after the commercial break. Ivar, he got the hot tag, started cleaning up. It was good. Good solid action. I dug it. You know, these guys got good chemistry, you know, dating back from Ring of Honor, New Japan. You know, those that know these teams from promotions past, yeah, you get it. You know that there's history with them, and you know that they got good chemistry. So, there's no doubt on that. Now, way the match came to an end was really freaking cool. Was Ivar wound up going to the top, doing a big splash onto Anderson at the end after they, or not Anderson, Gallows, after they cleaned house. And was it Gallows? I'm pretty sure it was Gallows. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Gallows. If I'm wrong, feel free to say down below. And, you know, I'm never afraid to admit that I screwed up on here, you know. It's the one beautiful thing I always try and highlight on the show. When I screw up, I'm more than willing to eat that shit and admit it. But either way, you know, like I said, Ivar did the big splash, and then next thing you know, got the 1, 2, 3. So hopefully we'll wind up seeing them getting a title shot sometime soon. Next up, we got Ricochet versus Cesaro, and this match came to be because Cesaro, he was getting a backstage interview talking about the beatdown Brock did, and then he was saying, honestly, if it was me, I would have given Ray and Dominic a whole hell of a lot worse. And then Ricochet stood up, stood up and took bat for Ray, saying, just because you're about Ray, you got about a foot on Ray, he's way more of a man than you are. You know, and next, you know, called him out to the ring to go and have a match to settle their issue. So now we got this match. Now, this, very good. Ricochet speeding right at the start, really digging it, really liked it. You know, really liked the power game Cesaro was playing. This had a very indie feel for a match, if you understand what that means, you know. I dug it and I liked it. You know, it was very different than what your normal formula for a match on Raw was. It was a very indie feeling match. Now, match wound up coming to an end with Ricochet hitting a springboard Rana, or the West Coast Pop as the name of the move is called, onto Cesaro and got the 1, 2, 3. You know, so there you go. Next up, now we come to another title match. Uncle Al and AJ Styles going and putting his coveted United States Championship up against the one and only Cedric Alexander. And this had a nice, good, fast pace. Really great back and forth. These two really good. These two put on really good matches. And not only that, you know, you go back and watch these guys one-on-one matches, and you'll notice, one thing you notice, well, yes, all of their matches are good. Not one of them are all like one of those big, super long, 40-minute Iron Man 6,000 false finish type matches. No. They're good, fast-paced matches, but they're relatively short. And that just shows you don't always need to do like a very long-winded, like 30, 40 plus minute match to tell a good story. I've always been a firm believer you could tell a good story in a 15-minute and like a 5 and anywhere between a 5 to a 15-minute match, then you could tell just as good of a story in a 20 and like a 30 on up. It just depends on who you're working with. how good your work ethic is and who you're working with. That's just me though, you know. But the really great match, really dug it, really loved it. Match came to an end like usual. AJ, he caught the Styles Clash on Cedric, but the sequence that led to the Styles Clash was what wowed me on that. You know, these two were just going, trying to one up each other, like, oh, I'm going to get you in this move. Nope, I'm countering. I'm going to do this one. Nope, I'm going to do this one. Nope, I'm going to do this one. Next thing you know, and then AJ just, boom, hit the Styles Clash, 1, 2, 3. Next up, we got women's action again. Whew. Man, I needed more of them there heart pills. Because Lacey, them legs, mama. Them legs. Lacey against Natayla again. Okay, this one was rightfully so for needed because, you know, past couple weeks, Lacey, she's been doing the sharpshooter and teasing and taunting Natty. So, yeah. Now, this one, Lacey, she was leading up to Lacey. She was kind of doing the powering game. Natayla, Natayla was kind of like sitting back and letting Lacey lead, which, okay, that's good, you know. And Lacey's the new talent. Let her build herself up, which, you know, as much as I shit on Natayla on a lot of stuff, I'll give her credit on one thing. She does have that one sense about with the hearts, and, you know, let the younger talent get a chance to thrive. You know, things like that. Now, match wound up coming to an end when Natayla, she started to go all nuts, like in a berserker kind of rage. Ref had to pull Natayla off as the ref did. Didn't see it. Next thing you know, Lacey clawed Natty's eyes and then went in for a kata roll. Got the 1, 2, 3 that way. Now we come to the main event of the night. Rusev, Seth Rollins. I really dug it. This had nice feeling out at the start. You know, Rusev, he was leading after the break. Dug on how Seth, he was fighting, and on how he was trying to go for the quick strikes and try and end it early, but it wasn't. But Rusev was just like, motherfucker, this is my time to shine. And was going for it, trying to get it. And then next thing you know, just as it looks like Rusev's about to go and call for the accolade, next thing you know, boom. Lashley's music hits. Bobby Lashley's music hits, yes. So Bobby Lashley returns. Bobby Lashley comes out. We all bask in the almighty glory. And then he points to the entryway. Are we expecting Lio Rush? Are we expecting someone else? Instead we get Lana. Oh yes, we got Lana. Another dose of them heart pills I needed. Lana comes out, next thing you know, starts getting all up and down on Lashley's business. Then next thing you know, them two wind up pretty much going at it, playing, you know, going and start playing 7 Minutes of Heaven in front of everyone. And Rusev's just standing there like, huh? What? Huh? Which, okay, apparently this feud turned into some kind of weird cockle thing. But after that happened, then The Fiend came out and attacked Seth Rollins, and then the show ended. So, the ending of the show happened via... So there was really no contest as far as who won the Rusev-Seth match. All because of Lashley, Lana, and The Fiend, which... That just sounds like the title of an episode for a really bad sitcom that you would see on like ABC or something. Yeah, so either way, so that is it for this week's show, folks. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the other episodes. Make sure you look for me on my Twitter at Tim Vicious. Also, make sure you look for me on my Facebook gimmick, Tim Ash. If you're going to look for me on my Facebook gimmick, let me know you found me on there from here or or the Twitter at Tim Vicious. So I don't think I can creep John going. Big ups to my executive producer, Ali Rewind Ben, and his band, the 1G Crew, for helping provide music for this week's show. It's out there on iTunes, Spotify, and such. Details are down below. Also, you want one of these sweet Ali Rewind shirts, hit me up and I'll talk to that man for you. You can also talk to him on the Facebook gimmick at Hie Enriquez. Show that man some love and support. Also, big ups to contributor to the show, LFC, Lingerie Fighting Championship. They're a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Also, folks, do not forget to follow these cool ass cats right here on the Twitter. Axel Mulligan, Kenny Killer, DSP_IV, Diabolica RA, Sergeant Curry Pants, Dazzy MWP, as well as my homeboy Zeke. If it wasn't for that man, I'm pretty sure my heart would have given out a long time ago. His username, TSUNDERE_ZEEM, folks. Like I always tell y'all, you love me great, you hate me. Fuck yes.